Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We just concluded the level 5 syllabus. Today I am going to wind up with the salient features what we covered from level 1 to level 5 as 5 episodes separately. Subsequently, I will be working on the ebooks for your own references, and I'll also be starting on level 6, which will be an ongoing exercise where it will be more advanced, and I will be demonstrating classic chord wise played by yesteryear legendary Mridangam Vidwans, and I will do sufficient explanation for you to understand those nuances. So, before I get into the salient feature part 1 of level 1, I will start this class with a Tirukkural. எய்தற்கு அரியது ஏய்ந்தக்கால் அந்நிலையே செய்தற்கு அரிய செயல். What is the meaning of it? பகைவரை வெல்லக் கருதும் அரசர் நல்ல காலம் வந்து சேர்ந்த போதே செய்தற்கு அரிய செயல்களை செய்து முடித்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டும். If a king wants to attack an enemy and win over, first of all he should find a right time, a right place, and then he should be properly equipped with his strategy before he attacks the enemy, and that's the crux of this Tirukkural. With this good thought, I will enter into the class. Today we are going to see the salient features what we learned in level 1. First and foremost, I would like to offer my pranams to all my gurus and also to Guru Dakshinamurti. And we will start with the prayers, and I always wanted all of you to remember the gurus whomsoever taught you or touched upon you in your lives to give you knowledge. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varate Kama Rupini, Vidyarambam Karishyami, Siddharbhavatu Me Sata, Jnananandamayam Devam, Nirmala Spatika Kritim, Adharam Sarva Vidhyanam, Hayagriva Upasmahe. Pranams. The 3 slokas, the first one is for our salutes to our gurus, the second one is for the jnana, and the third one is for the goddess Saraswati to give us bestow with knowledge. Only with these 3 we are all able to communicate, and we are all connected, we are all staying connected. With this we started the lessons. And I also wanted to say the first and foremost syllables what we learnt in level 1 is Tha, Dhi, Dhum, Nam. So if you look at it, there is a sloka in the ancient history, philosophy, Tha, Dhi, Tam, Namaha. So it's rooted from the Gayatri Mantra, Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha, Tatsa Vidurvarenyam. From there the Tha has come. Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Dhi is from there. Dhum and Nam are from the Omkara sound. So, Tha, Dhi, Tam, Namaha. That's how this sound, the consonants have come from the sloka and from very ancient time. So, with this, it has rooted and it has diversified into many branches now. Those were the first things we learned, which are. With these basic lessons, we started flowering with 2 more the additional learnings, which is the break of Dhi into 2, Ki, Ta, we learned. We also started learning the nada sols like dhim. We also learned chapu. We learned arachapu. We also learned dheem. Then we also learned the combined strokes like dum plus nam, tham, dum plus dim, dheem, tha plus nam, tat, ta plus din, dhin, thin. So you have to use the combined. We also learned all these combined ones. We also learned combined strokes like dhum and ta together to get the stress. When you have to play taka dhimi, dhum and ta together, these things we learned. So in Balapadam, totally there are 108 lessons. So what we need to do, as we normally learn an art, you should always go to level 1, take few phrases out of it, and like a warm-up exercise a person does, you need to practice these lessons. For example, if it's Takita Kitataka series, you have to take for and ensure that you practice that for some time so that you get the right left balances. The reason why we are dwelling with these sort of level 1 importance is your hand should settle with the instrument well. And especially a person who is a right-hander may not be proficient with the left-hander. A person who is a natural left-hander may not be as proficient using his right hand. So in the art form, especially this mridangam, it's both a right and left combination. So you need to balance the other side, whatever is weaker, to strengthen it with these exercises. Until you do these sort of exercises, you will not be able to get the proficiency to get and learn this art in its fullest form. So you need to, that's the reason why level 1 is important. And there are lessons like chapu combinations we learned. Takka talong, takka dibi talong. This helps you to play chapu in between the phrases. Ensure that you get the right tonal aspects of the chapu as you play. When you play independently, you might get that sound. That's fine. But when you have to play interluding in between a phrase, you may not get the exact sound. And that's the reason why level 1 is of importance. You need to practice this to get those in between syllable to a precision. There are phrases where you have to ensure your left balance of dum. You have to get into a higher clarity. For that, there are phrases like kitta dum dum kitta taka taka tari kitta taka. Tallang kitta kitta taka taka tari kitta taka. Dum dum nam nam kitta taka taka tari kitta taka. Dum dum num num along with the phrase, you may not get the desired effect of this dum dum and num num. And when you practice at a phrase at a lower speed as the next speed, then you will be able to gain momentum and your left right balance starts improving. So you need to practice these sets of lessons as well. Then we also learned the concept of trikala. Trikala is nothing but the first speed, the second speed, and the third speed. The first speed double is the second speed, the double of second speed is the third speed. So if you, for example, if you need to play takadina in the first speed, tha, kha, dhi, na, tha, kha, dhi, na. Takadina you told 2 times in the first speed. In the second speed, since it's double, you have to tell 4 times. Takadina, 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 takadina. Then the third speed, it is not 6 you had, it is double of the second speed. So you have to tell 4 into 4, 4 plus 4 is 8 times. You have to say takadinna, 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 takadinna. So this is Trikala. So whatever you say in the first speed, double of it is second speed, then double of it is the third speed. This is a concept you should understand, and each and every lesson in Balapadam, you should be able to tell it in 3 speeds, which is an exercise by itself. It's expression and also playing all those in the instrument with the right fingering techniques and with the correct Kala Pramana. That's important. Also, we learned the element of Adi Thalam, how to put Adi Thalam. We also saw some basic introduction of what is the scientific name of Adi Thala, like Chatusra Jhadi Triputa Thalam. So Chatusram is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Triputa is 2 dhrutams, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first half is 4, the second half is 4, makes it an 8-beat cycle. So this is what we learned, and I also told you how to go about playing all these in Adithalam, all these lessons. Then we also saw the set of lessons which is called a Jekyll and Hyde or a Tom and Jerry, to easily remember and play complementing phrases. The complementing phrases what we learned are several. Tit tong kita taka tari kita taka taka tum tong kita taka tari kita taka. Talangita kita taka taka tari kita taka tong kita taka tari kita taka. Dim kita kita dimi taka tari kita taka dimi kita dimi taka tari kita taka. Tak kita dimi taka tari kita taka tari dena kita dimi taka tari kita taka. Talan kita dimi taka tari kita taka taka talan da dimi taka tari kita taka. Dundunanam kita dimi taka tari kita taka taka kita dim da dimi taka tari kita taka. These are all the set of phrases which I wanted you to practice. And if you look at it, there was a Gayatri Mantra phrase in the gamut of Mridangam is Takatari Kitataka. Takatari Kitataka is like a Gayatri Mantra. So that how you have to play? Pa, tha, ta, pu, tha, kitta, taka. That is how you have to play, because it gives you the right balance of right and left. Practice n number of times. Again, there is a technique which I taught you. I wanted all of you to learn this. Whenever you play a phrase, the stress point varies. If you play a phrase, for example, takathari kitataka, there are 8 different stress points. Takathari kitataka, takathari kitataka, ta. The first syllable should be stressed. Emphasize the same phrase to give a different color, you stress on the second syllable and likewise the different syllables so that you get a different flavor of the same phrase. The third one. Fourth one. Fifth one. One. Seventh one. Last one. So when you have to combine all these with the different sound, different stress points, and if you can play all this 8 tagatari kitataka with different stress points and in different speeds, and when you have to listen to it, it will be a different color of the same phrase. This is a very, very stretched goal for all of you. But what I am trying to place here is when you are doing level 1, don't even undermine that's level 1. I am in level 5. I will not do level 1. Level 1 has got a lot of scope for you. There are a lot of things which you can yourself stretch and then improve your phrases, the way you have to play, the way you have to articulate, the way you can use these phrases to tell in different nadays. There are many, many things which you can do with these basics. So, with this, I try to conclude this. My message to all of you is all of you should dwell on level 1, should take few lessons from the Balapadam, ensure that you practice right, ensure that you express it in 3 columns, ensure that you play in 3 columns, and also remember everything and with right fingering techniques. And if you can groom it continuously for 6 months as you go, as you're learning, and I'm sure this is going to put you into a right groove for learning this art magnificently. I'll conclude this class with a Tirukkural. கொக்குவக்க கூம்பும் பருவத்து மற்ற அதன் குத்துவக்க சீர்த்த இடத்து. What is the meaning of it? காலத்தை எதிர்பார்க்க வேண்டிய பருவத்தில் கொக்கை போல காத்து இருந்து காலம் வாய்ந்த போது கொக்கு மீனை குத்தினார் போல தவறாமல் செய்ய வேண்டிய செயலை செய்து முடிக்க வேண்டும். So, Thiruvalluvar compares with a crane how a person has to approach the problem in his life. You want us to be patient like the crane till it strikes the prey. It has to be patient till it finds its prey. You have to wait and then attack at an appropriate time and then win over your enemies. With this good thought, I'm concluding the class. This is the conclusion of the salient features, what we learned in level 1. The next episode, we are going to have a refresher of the salient features, what we underwent as part of level 2. Until then, Pavanu Rabaye signing off.
Mm-hmm.